Alright guys, I got another video for you, and I actually wanted to make a video on this a while back when this was first confirmed, because I was actually flipping my shit. I was like super fucking excited the entire time. So Congress literally just confirmed that UFOs and aliens are actually real. Now what I mean by the term UFO, I mean like an actual spacecraft, okay? Not like what the term is for, all right? But they basically confirmed that extraterrestrial spacecrafts and non-human entities have been visiting the planet quite frequently in almost a routine manner, right? Now the thing is, okay, for a little bit of context, in 2007 there was a internet forum called Above Top Secret, I believe, and there was a video uploaded anonymously where it was basically just a black and white video of a low quality camera that was attached to a jet, and it was recording an object that was apparently moving at Mach 2 speed. The pilot later on came forward and confirmed that this was real. Okay, he described what he was seeing at the time to basically be a big ass flying Tic Tac, and the way that it was flying around, it was flying in a way where the laws of physics basically just didn't apply to it. It would just rapidly switch directions as if inertia just didn't mean anything to it. You know what I'm saying? Because like normally, okay, like with human-made crafts, okay, if you're going at like Mach 2, or you know, if you want to make a turn, it's gonna take a while, right? Like if you want to turn around specifically and go in the opposite direction, you're gonna have to create a whole like half circle, right? So you're gonna have to steer upwards, and then you're gonna be upside down, and then you're gonna have to flip yourself right side up, and then boom. The way that this craft moves is it just goes in the other direction. No advanced maneuvers like we do, it just literally switches the other direction as if the laws of physics just straight up don't apply to it. Now, all of this stuff was confirmed to be real, especially the little Tic Tac video. Actually, it was confirmed to be real in 2021 in June, but nobody really talked about it. It's because the pandemic was probably like the biggest talk of the town, right? No mainstream media outlets really talked about it all that much, but they actually did confirm in 2021 that the Tic Tac video was real. And now they are reconfirming it in Congress, not today, a couple days ago. They're reconfirming it, and they're like, yeah, basically that was real. And we have 3 whistleblowers here that want to speak about what they've seen. And they said that seeing these spacecrafts and seeing technology that was created by extraterrestrial individuals isn't a random occurrence. It's not random or spontaneous at all. It's actually quite routine. Almost everybody in the Navy/Air Force sees them. They're just too afraid to come forward and speak publicly about it. It's treated more as like an open secret amongst their comrades, right? Like we know what we see, but we don't really talk about it. And the reason why is because they're afraid of 2 things. 1, looking crazy, obviously. And 2, they're afraid of, quote, professional repercussions. So basically they're afraid of like losing their job for coming forward about this type of shit. And they actually reveal that they have no type of training. And they don't mention it at all. Like literally, they just act like it doesn't happen, even though they see them all the time. And the reason why that they had this meeting up on Capitol Hill is because they wanted to remove the stigma from it. Okay, the whistleblowers were doing this because whenever somebody came forward, specifically one of their comrades came forward, and they were actually punished professionally, and there were malicious tactics used against the whistleblowers to keep them silent. Some people even being physically hurt. And the thing is, they wanted to remove the stigma from talking about subjects like this. They wanted to remove the stigma from aliens, okay? They wanted to take off their tinfoil hats and be like, look, dude, this is actually real, okay? Now, they didn't show any pictures of aliens or anything like that, but they did provide descriptions. Obviously, they can't just, you know, bring a little gray man over to Capitol Hill. That would that would be insane. To be honest, he would probably get shot if they were to do that. But they did provide a couple of descriptions, because somebody asked, hey, is there like any type of similarities between these incidents that have been reported to you? Like, is there any type of reoccurring characteristics? And the whistleblower said, yes, most UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, typically look like big ass flying Tic Tacs or black cubes inside of clear spheres. And personally, I'm very happy about this. I am so happy about this because for so long, like, I remember like back in like the 5th grade or whatever, there was a kid that I knew in my class. His name was Adam. And like whenever we had computer time, me and him would go on the computers and like look up UFOs and shit like that, right? Like we would like try to like discover if aliens are real or like find Bigfoot in GTA 5 and all that cool shit, right? We would always like look that shit up is because we found it fascinating and everyone else always called us crazy. And then like as I was going through life, you always see a bunch of people on the internet like Leafy and Moist Critical be like, aliens aren't real, we're alone in the universe, you know? And like it just makes me really happy that it was just straight up confirmed, just because finally, dude, I felt like it was always super obvious because like with how big the universe is, it's basically infinite. The universe is so big, we had to create a term called the observable universe just to be able to briefly describe the fact that what we can see in the universe is just our own personal bubble. That's like as far as we can see, but we know that there's more beyond what we can see, right? The universe is so big, it like obviously we aren't fucking alone. And then there's shit about like the Fermi paradox. I'm starting to wonder if like the Fermi paradox is actually just a big ass psyop. And if you don't know what the Fermi paradox is, it's basically a question of, well, if the universe is so big, where the fuck are all the aliens at? Shouldn't they be like everywhere? Well, turns out they actually are. It was confirmed the other day. Well, aliens are real, okay? Keep your tinfoil hats on, start questioning everything, okay? If you didn't think aliens were real before and you thought people were stupid for believing in that, get kneeled on, okay? Lay down on the floor so I can kneel on your neck, piss on your grave, all right? Literally get shit on. Aliens are fucking real.